Um, so you kind of had an idea of when the thing was coming. Did you know before your dealership that it was heading that way?
No, and they didn't know either.
Really?
Yeah. So that was it's kind of a funny story. So I actually got a delivery notice on Sunday night around, I think it would have been 8 o'clock, that it would be delivered on. I had a delivery window of July 2nd to July 8th.
Holy cow!
So what's today?
Yeah,
I
today's
don't
the
even know.
7th. The 7th.
Right, and I've had it for 8 days. So they I I called him on Monday and told him, hey, I got a delivery notice now.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right, we'll let you know when it comes in and all this stuff. And I had actually cleaned my wife's Armada up because he was wanting me to bring it in so they could, get that part taken care of as far as what the trade-in was going to be. And I like to be prepared for everything. So
Right.
I drove it in at lunch from work on Tuesday and was going to have it evaluated. And as I'm pulling in, so the dealership sits with downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So traffic going one way on one side of the dealership, and it touches both sides. And I'm coming in one way, and I notice that there's a transport truck down on the road that's going the other way.
Right.
You can't see anything on it because it's
No.
different elevations. So all I saw was three guys standing at the wall of the dealership looking down on the transport, and one was my salesman.
Right.
And I'm going, oh my gosh, please be in. This would be hilarious. I just show up to get this thing evaluated, and it shows up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull in, I park, and I'm just kind of waiting. All the guys end up just leaving. They're walking back to the dealership, and it comes in from behind me. The guy was driving it into the parking lot. I got out of the car, and I was like, yeah! And my salesman seen me screaming, and he was like, do you have a GPS on this transport, or what is going on? And he goes, awesome. They were over there telling me like that I should have been calling you. And he goes, listen, when I call this guy, he is going to be here within 3 minutes. We have time. And he goes, you beat me to the phone call even.
That's awesome, man.
So,
and the dealers have to be just as excited because they've not got to see. I mean, they've had some demos come in where the Ford sends people out to kind of like, here's what to talk about the vehicles and kind of let everybody get familiar with them. But like, they have to be excited to see this thing. So it come off the truck, you've seen it roll in, and then it's got to go through PDI. It's got to go through inspection, right? How long did that take?
It was a couple hours.
Really?
Because so it come in right around lunchtime.
Oh no. Yeah, everybody's gone.
Everybody, he was like, look, he said, we kind of, got everything prepped as far as getting the plastic off of stuff and doing all this other, stuff. But he's like, it's got to go through that inspection. And he goes, all of our techs are on lunch right now.
Right.
So he said that they were going to be on lunch for another half an hour, I think. And then he said, then that's going to take probably 45 minutes for them to do their inspection. And then he says, we'll get it cleaned up and detailed for you.
You're like, I don't need that. I don't need that. Just.
And I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. And, I hadn't even eaten lunch yet, and I didn't get to eat till 4 o'clock that day, I don't think. So I just stayed at the dealership. He's like, you're welcome to go home. And I'm like, nope, I'll be right here. I was like, I got, working remotely. I was like, I got phone calls I can make. I got people to call, all this stuff. So I just used their lounge and just kind of worked and then called people, took some pictures of it.
So the first text had to be to the wife, right? And like, hey, it's here.
Yep. I called her. I FaceTimed her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, it's here. It's here. And she was like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's here.
So how long did it take the wife to get there then?
So our one daughter was at